Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? Can you believe I'm wearing something a little bit warm today? I was watching the news last night and we're going to have 2 days in the 80s. That means this morning we woke up, I think it might have been 59 or 60. So it's a little chilly for us and I am welcoming it. I'm really tired of the hundreds, but we're only going to have a few days of that and then it's going to go right back up to the hundreds. But hopefully we're done with the hottest part of the summer. I wanted to talk to you about this Japanese maple that we are going to be pulling out today. And I was going to say, I don't know if any of you have ever been in this position before where you know that there's a plant or a tree that you need to take out. It's not doing well. You're losing parts of it every year. And you think to yourself, okay, I probably should take it out. I should replace it. It's struggling. And we thought about doing this last year. And for some reason, I struggled taking it out. I felt like I was abandoning the tree. I know that sounds silly as I'm saying it, but I thought, let's just wait one more season. I could tell it's breaking dormancy. It's trying to, push new growth, with the leaves and stuff. And sure enough, we missed that window of putting something here like another Japanese maple. And that's what we're going to be doing, because for us, because we get so warm, or hot I should say, I really need to get the new tree in the ground just as soon as summer ends, so we can have all fall, winter, and spring to establish some strong roots before the summer hits. I was going to bring you around to the front of this tree so you could see just how bad it is, the trunk, all of it peeling away, and it's dying. And I think what the tree's trying to really tell me is I gave you well over 20 years. We bought this house 2003, and we have 2 Japanese maples in the front and 2 in the back. I don't know if you can see the one off here just behind me. And they were here when we purchased the home. And we've had amazing success with all of them. I did notice in the last few years this one's struggling, and I should have pulled it last year, but this is the year we're going to do it. And even though I don't have the tree yet, what I was thinking is I could prep the ground, get everything ready, so when we did find a tree, we could get it in the ground immediately. I didn't want to buy a tree and baby it through the last few weeks of hot weather while we were trying to prep the ground. So that's what we're going to do today, and I'm pretty much going to follow my husband's lead because I don't work with chainsaws. We are going to remove everything right here except for our evening rose hibiscus. This will stay. So lots of rocks, a few plants, the Meyer lemon tree we're going to move. I might put it back, but for right now, I just want to have a nice, clean, prepped area because when we come in with, I'm not sure what variety we're going to get, but I want to get a red Japanese maple. I do think I want to plant it a little bit further away from the house. Those are geese. I think they're just going from one ponding basin to the next. We have lots of those here. They're kind of stealing the show right now, right? They do that a few times during the day. So today I just kind of wanted to bring you along to show you everything that we're going to do, and so you can kind of see a before and after before we actually pick the tree. And I would like to try and get a a somewhat mature tree. I don't want to start with something really little, but Japanese maples, especially the red ones, can be super expensive. So as soon as it starts to begin to cool off and we can get some maybe high 70s, that means our nights will be in the 50s consistently, that's when we'll come in and plant this. So I'm not sure which way we're going to set the camera up, but we're going to get everything cleared out. Hopefully it won't take us too long. I'm not sure how difficult this is going to be, but I'll follow my husband's lead. Good morning, everyone. It's been a few days. This was a little bit more difficult to get out than we originally thought, and you probably could tell in the video that we hit a bit of a snag with the chainsaw when my husband first started trying to cut it down. It didn't work. It's probably been 20 years since we purchased that chainsaw, and we thought, well, our neighbor's moving, let's see if he hasn't packed his away yet. And evidently he had already sold it. He had done a big yard sale before he was moving. And then we were the day started getting away, and we thought, well, shoot, do we want to buy an electric? Do we want to buy battery operated? Years ago, my husband had a gas powered one, and we just really weren't sure. So by the time we landed up deciding what we wanted to buy, the day was getting away from us. And in the video, you probably can see that this was beginning to push against the French drain and the sprinkler pipes. So I am glad that we were able to get it up, because at some point it probably would have broke it, had it, stressed out those pipes too much. We're leaving it open right now because we're going to take this plant out, move the rock, because when we do plant the maple, I want it to be a little bit closer to the curve and not quite so close to the house. And ironically, I was on Instagram, and Belmont Nursery is having their 22nd annual sale. And I think almost everything from soil amendments to plants, garden tools, I think even seeds are 50% off. This weekend, it starts August 31st, and I think it runs for a little bit over a week. I'm not sure. If I can, I'll put it up on the screen, and I'll even put a photo up of what is on sale and how much. And Japanese maples up to a 20-gallon tub are 20% off. Even though we are not going to plant it right now. Next week it's going to be 106. So here we are already starting September. I know part of you guys in certain states are beginning to cool off. It's still very hot here, and I'm just not ready to expose it to that kind of heat. I really would be more comfortable planting it when our days are in the 80s and our nights are always consistently in the 50s. So we're going to buy it because it's on sale, and then I'll put it in a bit of a protected area. You could probably even tell behind me, we had to use the Easy Up. I think when we started the video a few days ago, we were in the 80s. We had a couple days of the 80s, and then it just shot right back up to the hundreds. And even though this area is shady in the morning, before too long, it begins to get very sunny and very hot. So we haven't put everything away, and I just wanted to show you, it wasn't even really any super big, large roots like we thought it was. It was just a few small ones, but boy, it was in there pretty snug. I don't know how far deep do you think you dug? About 2 feet. And so I'm super excited. When we first took it down, I could feel that sadness because I felt so exposed. This corner kind of tucked in our backyard, and even though you can't see this area, a neighbor can't, I loved having that big, beautiful tree kind of camouflaging this corner. But I kept reminding myself it's gonna look beautiful again, and maybe even more so than it did, because we're gonna put a red Japanese maple. That'll be in another video, but I just wanted to show you the root ball, what it looked like, and just how distressed this poor little guy was. And come back in a few weeks. I will show you everything and how we get it in the ground, moving the rock, moving the plant. The hibiscus is going to stay, but this whole corner will be reconfigured, and hopefully it'll be just a little bit cooler. A little bit cooler. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye.